Kumusta mga ka-adventures? Sumabot na tayo sa part 3 ng ating lecture sa process costing. Ito na yung procedural steps in process costing. Sabi ng isa kong estudyante,
Wartak ang utak ko sa process costing na yan, sa equivalent units.
pues mahirap talaga. Pero today, I tell you, ang process costing ay 2 steps lang. Hanap units, hanap pera. Nahanap mo ang units, hanap mo ang pera. Winner ka na! Let's start! Basically, ang process costing, kaya nga tinawag na process costing ay maproseso. But actually, may 5 lang na steps. 5 steps lang po yan. But before I will discuss to you the 5 steps, may we just rationalize a bit? Bakit ko kailangan mag-compute ng napakaraming numbers para sa process costing? Our ultimate goal actually is to make the production cost report. This production cost report shows the activities done in a given period. Pinapakita niya yung units and costs in a given period of time, such that managers will be able to determine whether the level of finished goods inventory are too high or too low. Efficient ba? Economical? Effective yung operations compared sa last production period? O baka naman konti lang nagawa ngayon kumpara last time. So yun yung goal natin sa process costing, to make the production cost report. Let's do this. Procedural steps in process costing. First, determine physical flow of resources, units to account. Patungkol ito lahat sa units. Ilan ba yung hindi natapos last time na naging starting work in process mo this time? And then added units to this period. Yan yung kailangan nating hanapin. Or ito yung step 2. Compute the equivalent units of production. Units accounted for. Yung mga units ba ay tapos na? Finished goods or nasa work in process ending pa lang? This may be in the form of percentages, pwedeng 95%, 100%, or 5%, depende sa completion. Okay? Number 3, kung itong 1 and 2 ay patungkol lahat sa units, itong 3 to 5 ay patungkol naman sa cost or pera, paghanap ng pera. Determine the cost incurred to date or total cost to account. Magkano yung work in process ending last time na na-transfer to this period, or it became your work in process beginning? How much was your work in process ending plus the cost of goods manufactured this time? So magkano lahat ang nagastos or resources put into production? Kailangan natin yan ma-account. Kaya total cost to account. But before that, we need to compute number 4. Compute cost per equivalent unit of production. Dahil per equivalent unit, ibig sabihin ang operation na gagawin natin ay division. Okay? So total cost divided by your total units. Itong total cost galing mismo yan sa number 3. Okay? And then total units galing naman yan sa number 2. Pag alam mo na ang cost per unit, we can now proceed to number 5. Assign cost to equivalent units of production. Total cost accounted for. Nahanap mo na yung pera. Paano? Kailangan multiplication. Cost per equivalent unit of production times units.
Kala ko madali lang. Summarize mo.
I can summarize to you process costing in 2 terms or sa dalawang bahagi. Ayan, so hatiin natin. Una is units computation, and then number 2 is cost assignment or cost computation. Sinabi ko kanina, ang process costing ay paghanap lang ng units and then paghanap ng pera. So units dito, Dito yung pera. Physical flow and then cost flow. Yun lang po yung major challenge sa process costing. Marami mang steps pero nahati lang yan talaga sa dalawa. Units computation and then cost assignment. Dito sa units computation, mahati ulit siya sa dalawa. Units to account for. Ilan lahat yung units na nilagay sa production ngayon and yung units na galing sa last period. Kaya to account for. Future tense yan. Kaya dito naman past tense. Units accounted for. Sabi mo naman, nahanap ko na. Saan sila? Nasa finished goods. And then, yung iba, nasa work in process. Ending pa lang. Itong dalawa na ito ay dapat laging equal. Yung units to account for and units accounted for must always be equal. Next, sa cost assignment tayo. Total cost to account for. Lahat ng nagastos mo dyan, saan na napunta? Dito naman sa kabilang banda, ito yung magsasabi, nandito, nasa finished goods na, nasa work in process, ending yung iba. So, ganun lang kasimple. At yung tong dalawa na naman, patungkol sa pera, must always equal. Anyway, you can refute. May magsasabi, hindi equal yan lagi. Minsan may nawawala. Ha? Baka nagkamali ka. Hindi, sir. Sure ka? O di yun na yung tinatawag nating loss units. Discuss ko yan in another video. Don't worry. Okay? So before we proceed, ang process costing ay dalawang aspeto lang. Paghahanap ng units and then paghahanap ng pera. Saan na ba yung mga units? Natapos na ba o hindi pa? Saan na yung pera? Nasa natapos ba o hindi pa natapos? Ganun lang po kasimple. Gets mo? Ka-adventure? Okay? For simplicity, sa ating pag-compute ng mga cost flow at units flow, pinagsasama na yung direct labor and manufacturing overhead. Sila yung tinatawag nating conversion cost. Usually kasi maliit lang naman yung direct labor in proportion to the total cost of production. Kaya pwedeng pagsamahin na lang yan. Kaya usually yung column, dalawa na lang yung hinahanap. Direct material and then conversion cost. And then kung gusto mo, total. So ganun na lang. We proceed to the concept of equivalent units of production or EUP. Sir, ano ba itong EUP na ito? Ito ba yung sa Electronic University of the Philippines? Okay, anyway, so joke lang yun baka kung ano maisip nyo. EUP are partially completed units. Makita nyo naman po dito sa illustration. May gitara dyan. Wala pa yung strings. Wala pa yung screw. Wala pa yung neck. Kaya nga, partially completed units. Pero sa point of view kasi ng process costing, kailangan pagsama-samahin mo ito, ano ang katumbas? Mabubuo ba niya yung isang unit? O 90% or 80%? That's why the computation of EUP is a major challenge. Next concept naman ay yung determination of the unit cost to be assigned to an output or yung tinatawag natin na cost per EUP. Sample. 2 half completed products are equivalent to 1 complete product. Per the point of view of process costing, ganito po yon. So 2 half yan 1 half ito plus 1 half. Uy, you complete me. Gets nyo ba? Kahit hindi pa tapos ito, pero kapag may makita kang kapartner niya na half din yung natapos, sa point of view ng process costing, uy, 1 whole ka na. Okay? So yun yung equivalent mo na unit. Sa tingin ng process costing is may natapos na 1 unit. Kahit in reality, 2 half natapos na product. Sample, 1,000 units pero 70% complete lang. Ang equivalent niyan ay 700 complete units sa mata ng process costing. Gets mo, ka-adventure? Let's practice. Practice time. For the current production period, SIV started 10,000 units and completed 5,000 units, leaving 5,000 units in process, 30% complete. How many equivalent units of production did SIV have for the period? Ito na yung tanong patungkol sa EUP or equivalent unit of production. Kailangan natin kasi ang EUP para sa mga next step ng ating computation. Hulaan natin. Ano kaya? 10? 6,500? 9,000? 8,500? Hindi Bakit mo hulaan? Huwag kang mangula. Mag-compute ka. Ano? Okay. Next slide. Ayun. Sinabi kasi dito, 5,000 units. O di yun na yun. Yun yung complete. Plus 5,000 units times 30%. Kasi yun yung completion percentage. Therefore, ang sagot dyan is 1,500, di ba? Ikakalkyo pa ba yan? So, 5,000 plus 6,500, 5,000 plus 1,500, 6,500. Tada! Very easy, di ba? Actually daw, ang EUP ay pwedeng i-calculate sa 2 paraan. Ano po yun? O di, weighted average method or yung tinatawag natin na WAM. And then yung pangalawang method naman, yung tinatawag natin first in, first out method. Paano ginagawa yung WAM? At paano naman ina-apply ang FIFO? In my next video, yan po ang aking explain. Let's just have a short review. Procedural steps in process costing. So number 1, physical flow of resources, yan patungkol lahat sa units. Then number 2, compute the equivalence unit of production. Hanapin mo nasaan na yung mga units sa number 1. Pag nagawa mo yan, napag-match mo na, okay. And then 3 to 5, patungkol naman yan sa pera. Determine cost incurred to date. Magkano na ang resources put into production. Kailangan mahanap mo kung sila ba ay nasa finished goods units or work in process ending pa lang. Itong number 4 ay bridge lang para makaabot ka sa number 5 so that we can assign cost to equivalent units of production, or you can now declare total cost accounted for. Nahanap ko na kung nasaan na yung mga nagastos na pera. Nasa finished goods na sila or nasa work in process ending pa lang. Ganon lang kadali ka-adventure. Gets mo dong? Step up, Yahoo! Up next, average method naman or WAM sa ating next adventure, ka-CPA adventure. Learn something? Please subscribe, like, share, comment. See ya!